6 weeks to go in the NBA's regular season.
It comes down to Anthony Edwards leading the charge. The rest will follow their best player.
He's the brother you can give the ball to and say, take me there.
The NBA has always been defined by its superstars, but every generation reaches a moment where a new face begins to rise, and right now, that face might be Anthony Edwards.
Back here on First Take, Anthony Edwards stole the show last night in the NBA All-Star Tournament, scoring 32 points across Team Star's 3 games to propel them to a win and help Edwards claim NBA All-Star MVP honors.
There's something different happening in the NBA right now. The league is filled with talented global superstars, MVP-level players, and champions who have already proven themselves.
Down the lane, the hammer! Look out below!
But every era needs more than just greatness. For years, that role belonged to players who carried the league on their shoulders, icons who became bigger than basketball itself. But as the game continues to evolve, the search for the next face of the NBA has quietly begun.
Whenever you go against Kevin Durant, it's always a lot of fun. But the old heads, as you put it, what does it mean to show them that the new guard has something a little bit too?
I mean, it means a lot. You know, those guys paved the way for us. You know what I'm saying? Bron, Steph, KD, Kawhi, all those guys. You know, and all we trying to do is repay it by, you know, giving them belt.
And then, out of nowhere, came a player with unmatched confidence, explosive athleticism, and a personality the league had been missing. Anthony Edwards didn't arrive as the chosen one. He became impossible to ignore. Before we go deeper, make sure you subscribe, because this isn't just about a player. It's about the making of the NBA's next superstar. For decades, the NBA has always had a clear identity, driven by larger-than-life superstars who defined entire eras. From Michael Jordan to LeBron James, the league never struggled to find a central figure who represented its culture, its competitiveness, and its global appeal. These players weren't just dominant on the court, they became symbols of excellence, carrying the NBA into new generations.
With that 8-point fourth quarter when he was perfect from the floor on Wednesday night. Edwards will drive into the lane and hammer it! Holy moly! And you can just hear it and feel it in Target Center. An annihilation by Anthony Edwards.
But as time passed, the league entered a unique phase. It became deeper, more talented, and more global than ever before. Players like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic began dominating at the highest level, but the idea of a single face of the league became less clear. The NBA didn't lack talent. It lacked a central personality that could connect with fans on a cultural level. And that's when the conversation began to shift.
It was immature, and I'm sorry for that if I hurt anyone. And I'm working with the team, and I'm sorry to all the Minnesota fans, and I'm working to be better.
The league wasn't just looking for the best player, it was looking for the most magnetic one. Anthony Edwards. Confidence, charisma, and chaos. From the moment Anthony Edwards stepped onto an NBA court, there was something undeniable about him. It wasn't just his athleticism, although that alone could put him among the elite. It was his energy, his confidence, and the way he carried himself like he belonged at the top, even before he had fully proven it. Edwards plays the game with a fearless mindset. He attacks defenders without hesitation, takes big shots without doubt, and embraces moments that many players shy away from. But what truly sets him apart is his personality.
Look at Edwards getting to his spot, using his footwork. No rush, all patience, nothing but net.
In an era where many stars are carefully managed and media trained, Edwards feels raw, authentic, and unpredictable. He laughs, he jokes, he talks, but when the game begins, he competes with an intensity that demands attention. And slowly, that combination started turning him into something more than just a rising star. It turned him into a presence. Every great player reaches a moment where potential becomes reality. For Anthony Edwards, that moment didn't come quietly. It came through performances that forced the entire league to take notice. He began delivering in high-pressure situations, stepping up against elite competition, and proving that he could lead, not just score.
Oh, nice snatch back. Edwards bottoms. Edwards
Edwards, the step through and got the leg.
His game evolved rapidly, becoming more complete, more controlled, and more dangerous. What once looked like raw talent began to transform into polished dominance. But beyond the numbers, it was his mindset that defined his rise. Edwards doesn't just want to be great, he expects it. That belief, that unshakable confidence, is what separates stars from superstars. And the NBA has seen this before. Every era-changing player carries that same energy, the belief that they belong at the top, long before the world fully agrees. For years, the NBA has been filled with incredible talent, but something has slowly started to fade raw personality. Many players are polished, careful, and media-trained, saying the right things at the right time.
2 more incredible posterizing jams.
Driving.
Oh!
But Anthony Edwards brings something different. He brings unpredictability. He speaks his mind, shows emotion, and plays with a joy that feels real. Whether it's his interviews, his reactions on the court, or the way he embraces competition, Edwards reminds fans of a time when the game felt more personal, more expressive, and more alive. That kind of energy can't be manufactured.
I'm willing to do whatever, man, whatever it takes to make it right, to show everybody that I come with respect, and that's not who I am, and I'm willing to take it as far as I need to.
And in a league that thrives on entertainment as much as competition, that energy makes him stand out in a way that statistics alone never could. Why he might be the face of the NBA, becoming the face of the NBA isn't just about skill, it's about impact. It's about how a player connects with fans, how they carry the league's image, and how they represent the future of the game. Anthony Edwards has something that can't be taught: presence. He is exciting to watch, easy to connect with, and impossible to ignore. His highlights go viral, his interviews feel real, and his style of play captures the essence of modern basketball.
Now the switch on Edwards.
Mano, the 2 best players on the court.
Got it up in the air before Wemby could
The NBA has always been built around larger-than-life superstars, players who became more than athletes and eventually turned into symbols of entire generations. From Michael Jordan to LeBron James, the league always had a central figure who represented basketball at the highest level. But today, the NBA is going through a different era.
Fire! Lighting the fuse, baby. Started a few possessions ago.
The league is filled with incredible talent from all over the world, yet the search for the next true face of basketball has quietly become one of the biggest conversations in sports. And in the middle of that conversation, one name continues rising faster than anyone expected: Anthony Edwards.
How did he make that shot? He's a walking.
From the moment he entered the league, Edwards felt different. It wasn't only his explosive athleticism or his ability to score in impossible situations, it was the energy he brought every single time he stepped onto the court. He plays with fearlessness, attacks defenders with confidence, and embraces pressure like he was born for it. But what truly separates him from many modern stars is his personality.
High-flying Anthony Edwards. That's his second block of the quarter series with this game. Minnesota has won 9 of the last 11 meetings. Oh, Edwards almost turned it over, and he turned it into a score.
In an era where players often sound carefully scripted and media-trained, Anthony Edwards feels authentic, unpredictable, and completely natural. He jokes, laughs, speaks his mind, and shows emotion without trying to create a perfect image.
But I was 4th, 5th hitter. You know what that means.
Clean up, yeah.
And fans connect with that instantly. Over time, his performances started matching his confidence. He began dominating big games, leading under pressure, and proving that he could become more than just another talented scorer. Every season, his game looks more complete, more controlled, and more dangerous, transforming raw potential into real superstar power. But becoming the face of the NBA has never been only about talent. It's about presence, impact, and the ability to capture attention beyond statistics. Edwards already feels like one of the most entertaining players in basketball because every moment around him feels alive.
Edwards knocks it away. He's got Prince with it. Prince back to Edwards.
His highlights spread everywhere online. His interviews become viral clips.
It was a step behind everybody, especially myself. Kyrie got a transition layup from, I think we scored.
And his fearless attitude reminds fans of an older era when personality was just as important as skill. At a time when the NBA is becoming more global and more polished, Anthony Edwards brings back a kind of raw charisma that feels rare in today's game. He combines old-school confidence with modern athleticism, creating a style that feels exciting for both longtime basketball fans and younger audiences discovering the league now. And that is why so many people believe his rise is bigger than basketball itself. The NBA is not just looking for the best player in the world, it is looking for the player who can define the next generation of the sport.
Hero zigzagging with Conley, erased by the high-flying Anthony Edwards. That's his second block of the quarter series with this game.
Right now, Anthony Edwards is beginning to look like that player. If his growth continues at this pace, the conversation will no longer be about whether he can become the face of the NBA. The real conversation might become whether anyone else can stop him from taking that title completely. At a time when the NBA is more global than ever, Edwards represents something different, a return to raw personality combined with elite talent. He bridges the gap between old-school charisma and new-school skill, making him a unique figure in today's game.
McCollum down the lane. Whoa! Flopped! Get it out of there!
And if his growth continues at this pace, the conversation won't be about whether he can become the face of the NBA, it will be about whether anyone else can take that role from him. So the question isn't whether Anthony Edwards is a superstar. That part is already clear. The real question is whether he is the next face of the NBA. Because if this rise continues, we may already be watching the beginning of a new era. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you subscribe because the next story might completely change how you see the game. Take a look around the channel, you'll definitely find something for yourself.